Welcome everyone to another episode of Y&T and Friends Vinyl Talk. I'm your host Brian Foster, and today we'll be on the Friends side of Y&T as we are going to talk a little Cheap Trick, show a little Cheap Trick today. Um, Cheap Trick is a top three band for me, obviously with Y&T and Kiss, as you can see behind me. So a little easier to tie Cheap Trick to Kiss than it is to Y&T, especially with Cheap Trick opening those shows at the Forum back in '77. Um, I guess the quickest way to tie those two together is both of them opened for AC/DC. Cheap Trick did more so here in the States, opened for them on a few shows in the early '80s, while Y&T had that big run with AC/DC in Europe in the early '80s. So we're gonna go with uh, that tie-in right there. So this will be one of three shows coming up that is on Cheap Trick. Today we're gonna show some vinyl. Another episode will be a concert review. I got to see Cheap Trick twice in Vegas, doing the complete Budokan shows. So I'll have an episode talking about that, and then I'll have a special episode where we deep dive into the album I'm going to show here today with a very special guest. So, I guess without further ado, we are going to talk about Cheap Trick's 1982 album, One on One. So, I know this isn't vinyl, but this is my original cassette from '82. So this album has a special place with me, being the first Cheap Trick album I've owned. Obviously knew some of the hits, that came prior to this album on there, but this was the very first Cheap Trick um, album cassettes that I own. So we are going to talk a little one-on-one. So we're going to show some 45s, um, and then all the 33-inch vinyl that I have in my collection. So do not have everything. Have quite a few though to show. So we'll start with the we'll start with some singles. So the first single off this album was "If You Want My Love." So this is a white label promo. So there's no other song back in that, and it comes in the blue now. Epic at this time it switched from orange to blue, not only on the vinyl labels, but on the 45 sleeves. So the first single off the album, um, also the first video. I think the video is really kind of what led me to get that cassette on that video. So then we have the stock copy here. You Want My Love, and it is backed with Four Letter Word, which is a interesting song that ends the album. And again, we'll dive deeper into the actual songs uh, on the other episode. Second single from One on One is She's Tight. So this is actually a picture sleeve. And then you can see on the bottom there, it says demonstration not for sale. So this was the promo. And again, you've got the white label, demonstration not for sale on there. Definitely one of my favorite Cheap Trick songs. Always love to hear that one played live. So this is a stock copy, same picture sleeve. Just shows on the back there that it is backed with All I Really Want to Do, which is a non-album track. In fact, this song never made it on a Cheap Trick album. However, it did make it on the Sex America Cheap Trick box set. All right, and the last 45s here is there was a third single that came out, which is an interesting one. So we have Saturday at Midnight. So you can see the white label promo there. I'll show you another single here coming up. I do have the stock copy as well. So you got Saturday at Midnight, and this is backed with One on One, the title track. That's all I have for 45s. That is all the 45s that were released US anyway. Um, there is one 33-inch single, and that is Saturday at Midnight as well. So the interesting thing with this one is this is the dance remix. So this is this side here. Dance remix has the 6 minute and 20-second version. And the B side has the super dub mix, which is 7 minutes and 40 seconds. So very kind of new wave. Uh, don't really want to say disco, but techno, I guess, is the right word for it. Versions of the Saturday at Midnight song. So if you haven't heard that, it's definitely worth listening to once. Um, Very interesting version. So, all right. So now we're going into the to the full length albums here. So we'll start with the US copy. So this kind of went back to you got new member up there, John Brandt, replaced Tom Peterson. And then on this one, you can see top corner there, demonstration not for sale. So this is actually a promo copy. The inner sleeve looked like this. Just a picture of the guys, list of track listings, and a couple other pictures. Like the Rick sweater there, don't steal my girlfriend. So no lyrics on here, just the track listings on the inner sleeve pictures. So won't show that inner sleeve again. As far as the album, so again, this is Blue Label. No promotional markings on the label itself. But the catalog number starts FE, which will change here later, which you'll see. Um, so this is the stock copy. So really everything else is the same. So I really won't take it out. This one's still in the shrink and has the hype sticker. So you can say, so there has If You Want My Love and She's Tight, the first two singles there. So, but everything else is the same as the promo. As I mentioned, there was a period where they changed catalog numbers, I believe, for some reissues. So instead of FE, that'll come in there. This is PE on the catalog number. So just a reissue that was done for that. Everything else stays the same. All right, so this is a UK version with the it looks better that way, huh? Red hype sticker up there, limited edition. So this is a red vinyl. And you can see the back cover there. So in the UK, they had this light blue Epic label instead of the dark blue. I know that probably looks orange to you, but it is red. It is on red vinyl. So it's just kind of cool. Back in the sleeve. All right. Next. So in the UK, there was also a picture disc for one-on-one. Show you the back here. So this is what the back looks like. Have the credits and the song titles on there. One of those early picture discs where they don't sound the best. Not like the picture discs that they're putting out today. All right, so let's see here. We'll save that one for last. So this one here is actually um, Italy. Has the Epic up there at the top with the different catalog. Italian. No inner sleeve on that one. And you got the Epic label there. I say Italy. I meant misspoke. That was Mexico. Mexican flag, not an Italy, not an Italian flag. So that was the Mexican version on there. This one is a German. This one's the this is the reissue from 2013 Steamhammer. Redid this one on 180 gram vinyl. This particular one's still sealed. Um, I did end up with two copies of that, I believe. I don't remember why I ended up with two. Um, but here's the label for that one. So, really well done. Reversion on it on 180 gram vinyl. Sounds really good. Back in here. All right, and this is the Canadian version. So jacket looks, looks the same. And then the Canadian label is just a little same. It's a little faded versus the US. And this one is another UK version. So instead of the red vinyl, this one's on black vinyl with that light blue, kind of powder blue. Anybody's a fan of the Chargers, kind of reminds me of those colors. All right, the last one is a Japanese release with the Obi. Back on there, advertising other Epic releases. Very sturdy cardboard jacket here. And then like with all Japanese releases, they have the inserts. This mimics the inner sleeve from the US copy that I showed earlier. And you've got your lyrics here, so they always do lyrics in Japanese, and then I'll also do them in English. A little 4-page insert there for the lyrics. Japanese always did a great job with these pressings. Get these back in here. The thing I didn't like back in the day was those these plastic sleeves that you put the albums in. You can't, without anything in them, you can't hardly get them back in the jacket. And then the label, the familiar blue Epic label there. But very good pressing on this album. And that is it. So that's the vinyl collection that I have for Cheap Tricks One-on-One. Again, two more episodes revolving around Cheap Trick. Like I said, one will be the concert review for the two complete Budokan shows, and then a deep dive into the album One-on-One with a very special guest that I'm excited for. So um, that will do it for this one. So please, if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any other albums in your collection that I didn't show, I know there's some others that I'm still not necessarily on the hunt for, but saving. It's hard to with the Y&T collection trying to complete and that sort of thing. Difficult to buy all these, collect all the vinyl worldwide for 3 different artists. So little by little, keep adding to the collection. So let me know what you think, and look forward to seeing you on the other episodes. So have a great day. Thanks.